Adiós, Colombia. Buenos días, Ecuador. So excited. Got my stamps. 3 years into my cycle from Alaska to Argentina, and fresh out of 3 months riding through Colombia, in Ecuador I was seeking something I'd almost given up on. Real wild camping. Look at that. Central America and a lot of Colombia had been too densely populated, so I'd gotten used to asking permission or paying for cheap hotels. But I'd heard Ecuador was where that started to change, with big, wide open wilderness areas to explore. But I'd soon learned that wild camping in the Andes had a bit of a learning curve to it. Man, this is so hopeless. Maybe I'm just not camped in a great spot. So in this episode, I spent a month making my way through the highlands of Ecuador, trying to relearn my wild camping skills and getting to know this beautiful country. I'm going to be hopping onto the Trans-Ecuador mountain bike route, and it looks spectacular. I've been looking forward to doing this for a very long time. And immediately onto a dirt road. So nice to be riding on a road with no fences, just open land. It's been such a long time, but look at this. Millions. Buenas tardes.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Sí, bien, bien. ¿Y usted?
¡Qué frío!
Sí, ¿cómo le va?
¿De dónde viene? ¿Del Ángel o de Tulcán?
De Tulcán.
Ah, de Tulcán.
Sí. ¿Ustedes de dónde son?
De aquí del Ángel.
Ah, ok, qué bueno.
¿Y
Sí.
usted?
Ah, yo de Inglaterra.
Uy,
Sí, bien lejos de casa.
¿Por qué vienes tan lejos?
Pues es súper bonito por acá. Es
La
algo
naturaleza.
Sí, eso. This is a nature reserve called El Ángel, and they let cyclists camp here for free inside. So, got a beautiful setup for the night. But yeah, should be a nice night. Bit chilly, but happy to have the roof. Adios. All kitted up for a very cold downhill. It always takes me a few days to settle in and feel comfortable in a new country, so I was happy to have a safe spot to aim for on that first night. Onto the cobblestones, which I've heard is the Ecuador special. And it's funny how much changes the moment you cross a line on a map. Your brain is back on high alert, picking up on all the little differences, and those cobblestones were just the first of many. That is a crazy view. Peaks. ¿Cómo le va?
¿A dónde se va?
He escuchado que por abajo hay un restaurante que tiene hospedaje.
Ahí se va a quedar.
Es mi plan, sí. Voy a ver si tengo suficiente luz del día para llegar allá, porque todavía falta mucho, ¿no?
No, ese nomás está cuesta más.
Ah, ok.
Esta cuesta ya se coge plan y bajada ya.
Ah, bueno. Sí, es solo esta subida y bajada.
Ya es plan y bajada ya.
Sí. Es mejor en el burro para la subida.
Claro.
Sí. ¿Usted es de acá?
Sí, de aquí me voy acá, tengo un terreno aquí.
Ah, qué bueno. Es súper bonito por acá.
Sí, sí,
Es
sí.
increíble el valle.
¿De dónde es su tierra?
Perdón,
¿De dónde es su tierra?
¿de dónde soy?
Sí.
De Inglaterra,
Ah,
otro lado del mundo.
ya. Bueno.
Que le vaya muy bien.
Bueno, también.
Gracias. Look at this, that is crazy. Ecuador in 2 days. The diversity is crazy. I started today in the Paramo, in a cloud, and I'm ending it in a desert valley. So cool! If I just had enough water, I've seen like 4 good camping spots already. Well, that's a good lesson. There's a lot more wild camping opportunities in Ecuador, so I need to make sure that I've always got enough water on me to spend the night. think all day today is going to be going uphill, and then probably all day tomorrow too. But man, look at these hills. Learning my lesson today and filtering a couple litres of water so that if the opportunity presents itself I can wild camp and find a good spot. But this area is quite fenced up, as you can see. Oh, is that a little cow head? Yes, hello. It's not looking good. That right there is the town of Buenos Aires. Tonight is not the night. That is a shame. This is what we got. Honestly, not bad at all. For $7. I got a good night's sleep in this little village, which I'd definitely been needing for what was coming up next. Man, look at this view. That is one of the happiest little villages I've ever stopped in on. Oof. Look at that. That's where I'll be camping. Up there somewhere. Oh man. I'm just so excited to be wild camping again. I can just go and know that I should be able to find a spot to camp wherever I end up. Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
¿Cómo le va?
Buenas tardes, se va mi compañero. ¿Cómo le va?
Sí, muy bien. ¿Y usted?
Muy bien, también muy bien. Muy
Ay,
bien.
qué bueno. Sí, voy para arriba
Ah,
para ver la montaña y,
ya.
las lagunas y todo eso. Sí.
De la loma de arriba da la vuelta así, se divisa por todo lado, bonito paisaje.
Ah, pues, es increíble acá. Esta vista.
Ujú.
Wow.
No.
Sí. Este caballo parece bien fuerte.
Bien fuerte,
Sí.
mañana me voy por aquí para adentro, a la montaña me voy por adentro.
Ah, sí, en una aventura.
Sí,
Sí.
pues, ya
Ay,
hizo
qué bueno. Pues que le vaya muy bien. Le
muy
deseo
bien.
mucho éxito con su viaje.
Gracias
Sí.
también, mucho éxito, que le vaya muy bien.
Muchas gracias, igual. It looks incredible. This is so crazy. I'm in awe. I'm in absolute awe. This would do. Man, what an incredible place. Look at all the clouds down there. It's like this plateau. It's my little island in the sky. The wind started gusting pretty hard from that side. I'm trying to decide if this is worth packing everything up or not, because the wind is getting worse and worse. And at some point it's just like, you know, maybe I'm just not camped in a great spot. Am I just being stupid, trying to wait this out, or should I pack up in the middle of the night and see what I can find further on? That is bright. Right, anyway, I'm doing it. I'm evacuating. Got everything packed up pretty much. And now just the tent, and then I'm gonna set off into the night. I have no idea where I'll end up, but I don't know. I'd rather take this into my own hands and have some control over the situation than just be at the mercy of the Andes. And a lesson was learned. Wind protection is everything. I shouldn't have picked the pretty spot. In my defense, it was not windy at all when I set up camp. Packed up, ready to head down that way and try and find the road again. Guess I'll head that way. Okay, this man, this is so hopeless. This could work, I think. So I think I just have to go for it. Yeah. Okay, I'm done. I think I'm done. It's now, you can't see it, it's 1 a.m. It's definitely still windy here, but I mean, it's a lot better than the spot I was. A lot more covered. So, that's me for the night. I'm exhausted and the wind didn't stop. So it's a good thing I moved. So there is the spot. Literally right by the road. And running on just 2 hours of sleep, I had a long day ahead of me. I might be running on 2 hours of sleep, but man, what a privilege. Look at this place. I have like no energy in my legs. Okay, that is my road outfit. That is town down there. Man, so typical. I was absolutely gagging to get out into the wilderness, and now I am running, running for civilization. Finally getting into town now. My eyes, so sleepy. Hospedaje. I am destroyed. However, one of the things I always try and do when I make it into town for a couple of days is call my mum and dad. But hotel internet is not often the best down here, so usually I end up using my mobile data, and I've become an eSIM fiend. My go-to is Saily, who have very kindly agreed to sponsor this video. Thank you very much, Saily. Over the last few years of traveling, I've purchased countless eSIMs. It just makes it so much easier knowing that I don't have to run around town trying to track down a local SIM card whenever I cross the border. And yeah, it makes it super easy to stay connected. You just download the Saily app on the App Store or Google Play Store. Search for the country you're heading to. So for me, that is Ecuador, but they have over 200 destinations you can choose from, so they'll probably have you covered. And choose a plan that suits you. And if you use the code GREG at checkout, they'll give you an extra 15% off. I'll leave the link in the description. And yeah, thank you very much, Saily, for supporting my trip. Back on the bike today after a couple of very nice days off. And today I'm headed way up into those mountains there. Laguna de Mojanda. Whoa. That is incredible. That windy night had definitely knocked my confidence a bit, but I knew I needed to redeem myself, get back out there and give it another try. Adios, beautiful lake. But this time armed with hard-earned lessons to hopefully improve my chances. I was just able to grab some water from this little stream that I'm gonna filter now, just in case I do find a camp spot. Yeah, there's a forest there. You can't see it yet, but I think I might look for a camp spot in there, something nice and sheltered after last time. There is some crazy thunder and lightning. I'm in a good spot, I'm pretty sure. Lots of trees, including lots that are much taller than the ones here. So I think this is my best chance of safety. Now just to move stuff from the bike. Lightning literally just struck immediately where I am. That is the closest I've ever felt lightning. Oh man, that was scary. I survived. Actually had a good night's sleep. Despite the rocky start, with that one good night under my belt, I was finally starting to feel a bit more confident. Well, where I'm standing here is on the equator. Might not look like much, but this is it. And now I'm officially in the southern hemisphere. Woo! I was now coming into the section I was most excited for. The three volcanoes, Cotopaxi, Quilotoa, and the biggest of them all, Chimborazo. Whoa. Just hit a speed bump, but that is Cotopaxi. Buenas tardes. Buenas. Buenas. Have you ever eaten bread in the rain? If you haven't, maybe you should. Maybe you should. Yes. Cotopaxi National Park. Now we're getting somewhere. Man, this is so beautiful. That right ahead under those clouds is Cotopaxi, an absolutely mammoth volcano covered in snow. I'm headed to a little lodge called Tumbleweed, which apparently is a good place to camp, and I'm really hoping that in the morning I'll wake up and it'll be perfectly clear. And it looks like that might be the lodge. Tumbleweed. Got the tent up. Man, that is the view I was dreaming of. Wow, look at the red. Very satisfied. Got a great view. Now on to the next volcano. With Cotopaxi behind me, I set my sights on Quilotoa. These are my first alpacas. Hola. Cool mountains everywhere. I think I'm going up there. I think it's a sad pug face. So beautiful. Man, this is this is unbelievable. This is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. I could cry. This is so beautiful. Now coming down into the clouds. Good morning, mate. Buenas tardes. ¿Cómo le va? Muy bien.
Está paseando.
Sí,
Haciendo ejercicio.
mucho ejercicio. Sí.
Claro, ¿de dónde
Pero
viene?
Yo soy de Inglaterra,
Inglaterra.
sí, pero en la bicicleta vengo de muy lejos, de Colombia, Panamá. Sí. Sí, pero Ecuador es mi país favorito, es muy hermoso.
¿Te
Sí.
gusta mucho?
Sí, es increíble, los paisajes, las vistas, las llamas y alpacas me encantan. Muy bonitos.
Inglaterra.
Sí. ¿Ustedes viven por acá?
Sí.
Ay, qué bonito.
Allá en la Pampada.
Ah, sí, muy bonito. Sí. Voy súper despacio con todo el peso, así que
Pero sí necesita para andar conversando.
eso, sí,
Sí, dialogando siempre.
Sí, sí.
¿Cuál es su nombre?
Yo, Gregorio. ¿Y usted?
Gregorio. Yo, Gerardo.
Gerardo. Sí. ¿Y
Gerardo.
usted?
Eloisa.
Eloisa, mucho gusto. Mucho gusto a conocerles.
Mucho gusto conocerles. Nosotros sabemos dos idiomas. Quichua.
Quichua, sí, es el indígena.
Sí, eso.
Ah, qué bueno.
Lengua materno.
Sí, sí. Bueno.
Un gusto.
Mucho gusto.
Un gusto de...
Que les vaya muy bien.
Suerte.
Gracias,
Cuídense
igual.
mucho, cuídense mucho.
Gracias. Ridiculous. This was once, I guess it still is, a volcano that blew up and now is a beautiful laguna. The wind is pretty crazy today, so I've decided to be a sensible boy and not camp on the rim of the crater. Permiso. Ese camino va para Quilotoa, el pueblo. Bueno, es empinado. Haciendo es para el agua. Ah, bueno. Mucho trabajo.
¿Cansado?
Sí. Hola. And after a glorious day on the rim of Quilotoa, I continued on my way towards Chimborazo. Little tiny one. Look at that. I wasn't expecting views like this until Peru. Unbelievable. Sí, esta ruta es un poco famoso entre las ciclistas porque la ruta cruza todo Ecuador de la frontera norte a la frontera sur. You can kind of just see the outline of Chimborazo, the tallest mountain in Ecuador, and if you measure it from the center of the earth, the tallest mountain in the world. Can't tell you how happy I am to finally be in the land of long-necked creatures. It's been a long time coming. Man, what a crazy landscape. Pretty cold up here at like 4,300 meters. Wow, it's pretty spooky. I think that's it. Well, it must be it. So this is the national park entrance, and they said I could camp for the night there. So that is going to be a nice sheltered spot. Wow. There it is. Everyone has now gone home, and this is my humble abode for the night. Glorious. All packed up. This is pretty cold. Woo! So cold. My hands are frozen, but luckily the sun is coming out. Adios, chicos. Come on. Come on. With the 3 volcanoes behind me, I was now making pretty good progress south, but the most challenging section was definitely yet to come. Buenas tardes. ¿Cómo les va?
¿Dónde vas?
Ah, no me acuerdo el nombre del pueblo, pero por allá. ¿Ustedes están haciendo una ruta para la agua?
Sí.
Ah, bueno.
¿Qué nombre te llamas?
Yo soy Gregorio.
Gregorio.
Sí, Gregorio. Sí.
Ahí está el señor Gregorio.
Ah, sí. Mi tocayo.
San Gregorio.
San Gregorio, eso. Hay más...
¿De rumbos?
sí.
No, solo aquí nomás es.
Ah, ok, bueno. Muy bueno. Sí. Que les vaya muy bien. What an incredible view. This is where I camped last night. At this little school. There's a family that lived behind there that gave me permission. I got into this little town and decided to treat myself to a room as I had a very big decision to sleep on. Today's the day. So this is the town of Achupayas. It is 6 a.m. South from here, there's only 2 options. Option 1 is to head down this way and around these mountains on the Pan American Highway. And that would be 100 kilometers on a busy highway. Doesn't sound that fun. Option 2 is head up and over these mountains on the Inca Trail. Just for context, this is a remote section of trail that's over 500 years old that the Incas used to navigate their empire. That would only be 36 kilometers to the same place, but maybe 36 of the hardest kilometers of the whole trip. My friend Dan did this successfully a month ago, and it has been done by other people on bicycles before, but Dan just told me yesterday that he was basically pushing his bike the whole way, and it took him 3 days to complete those 36 kilometers, and that it was unbelievably beautiful, but the toughest 3 days of his trip so far. 2 days uphill on the busy Pan American Highway versus maybe 3 in a stunning wilderness area, but suffering through it. I think it might be the better choice. So yeah, that's the plan. Up through that valley on the Inca Trail. Am I ready for it? I don't know. But I'm gonna give it my best shot. Ok, muchísimas gracias. And I guess the road ends here. And this, my trail. Time to move some things around on the bike. Get the backpack on. It's all ready. Crystal clear. that I have severely underestimated the difficulty. That's where I'm going. Leaving behind civilization now. See you later, mates. Also now see the mountain pass that I'm gonna have to make it over. Man, this stuff is absolutely brutal. Very slow going. Honestly, although this is brutal, it's fine. I can do this all day, no problem. What I'm nervous about is where I'm gonna end up and if I'm gonna be able to find a wind protected spot at all, because there's not really much out here. And it's definitely pretty windy. And I think I'm still a bit scarred from that night a few weeks ago. Because out here, if I just packing up in the middle of the night is not an option. But yeah, here we are. So much better than eating bread on the Pan American Highway. What a place. What a place. The pass is just there. It's 3:09 p.m. Oh man. I've come a long way. I've come a very long way. Whew. The rain has begun. And of course, the Incas did not feel like going straight down into the next valley, but instead they went up to the ridgeline and walked along that for a little while. The more scenic route. Okay. That was the pass, all the way down there. I'm now up here, still a little bit more to go. It's 4:10 p.m. Hopefully I can get down and find a good spot before it gets dark. Woo! This is it, the high point. 4,500 meters. I'm gonna get down. Whoa. I don't know how am I gonna get down there? Okay, little update. It's now 5 p.m. I was hoping to camp around 5 p.m, but this descent is incredibly rocky and technical. This is really tricky, and I'm really trying to concentrate because I know that this is when mistakes happen. When you're super tired at the end of the day and then you suddenly have an unbelievably technical section. Man, look at this. Look at that. Where am I? I am almost there. Just as the sun is setting, it's finally starting to open up a bit. This will absolutely do the job. Man, what a lucky find. It's the sun has set. There are minutes of daylight left. But look at this. I will happily take a relatively wind protected flat spot. So cool. This whole valley is all to myself. Except for a few cows over that way and a dog I heard. Man, what an incredible place. I've finally got everything done. I'm fed, brushed my teeth, and I am absolutely exhausted. I mean, I started at 8 and got here at 6, and I think I took maybe 20 minutes total in terms of like a break. I think I took 2 10-minute bread breaks. Otherwise it was non-stop, so that is 10 hours. 9 of those were pushing. 9 hours of pushing my bike up a huge mountain. Physically, that was unbelievable. That was, yeah, incredibly difficult, but I loved it. I like just being out in these wild places is my favorite thing in the world. Even if I'm kind of suffering through it, my feet are in pieces just because they've been soaking wet all day, and you know, it's a lot of pressure on them pushing the bike. But I've got a dry pair of socks ready for tomorrow, so that'll be nice, and I'm sure they will stay dry for maybe the first 30 seconds and then they'll be completely wet again, but you gotta try your best. Okay, now I'm gonna sleep. Whoa, sunny day. You can see the trail over there, going up over that mound. No. Okay, one shoe is in the water, the other shoe is fine. I was half successful. And as I was pushing my bike through this incredible valley, something clicked. The technical lessons mattered, like stocking up on water or seeking out a sheltered spot, but the real lesson was bigger than that. Yeah, both feet are officially drenched again. It was just to back myself, to know that I can set off into these big unknown situations, give it everything I got, and trust that somehow it will work out. Whether that's stumbling around in the dead of night looking for somewhere safe to sleep, or hauling my bike up and over an ancient mountain trail, I'm learning that I can trust myself to make good decisions, and my body to keep going way further than I ever thought it could. Oh man. And something tells me that this lesson is going to come in very handy further down the road. The rain has come, I think, to show me not to take yesterday for granted. So I was very lucky to get a clear day. Whoa, that kind of looks promising. I see a road. Just there. This might actually be the way out. It's a beautiful road. I've made it. Oh man, that was tough. have it, folks. That is the city of Cuenca. Beautiful bike lanes. That is quite a big jump, to be fair. There you go. Adios. Ooh, alright. Put his foot down, not having it.